Hello guys, today in this video I'm going to demonstrate how we can chat one to one using SignalR. So to do that I'm going to put some code here in the hub. So for one to one chat, so the first thing what I will do, I will go ahead here and I will copy this line of code from here first, and I am going to put it at first, and this is the on connected async method, or we can say it event. So basically whenever it will connect with the client, the first thing which will be called is this method. Okay, and in this method you can see here I am getting here context.user.identity.name. That means I am getting the email ID which have used to log in. Okay, because this complete method is authorized, and cause of that we will get the email ID of the logged in user in the name of identity. So let me put here breakpoint so that I can check. And the second thing what I need to add is this method. So in this method you can see that I am like method is accepting sender, receiver, and the message is as the parameter which we want to send the message or receive the message. Okay, so I will just save it, and we also need to call this method at place of this, because this send message method is used to broadcast the message or send message to all the receiver or all the connected clients. So this is for that, and this is for some specific person. So using this we can send the message to a specific person, okay, which will come in the receiver. Okay, and so that's all in this chat hub what we need to modify. So the next thing what we need to modify is the index.html page. So yeah, so here it is, index.cshtml. So in this you can see this one is the user input and the message input. So suppose this is the sender. Okay, so I will keep it as user input as it is the sender, and here I will add the receiver. So this row is for the receiver input, so I will modify it receiver input. And here you can see at this, like at here in this chat.js our code is implemented. So what I will do, I will go to chat.js file, and here in chat.js you can see this is the connection, the main connection what is being called, and you can find this connection URL. I have already mentioned it here in the startup.cs file. You have seen in the last video. You have not seen that, then please first go ahead and see the previous video or part third of this video series, so that you can understand very well the working of SignalR. And you can see here inside that chat.js, this is the at initial level, at initial time, send button is disabled, and whenever connection is on or connection is connected with the method, okay, then it will basically bind it will actually create a list item of HTML element, and that list item will be appended in a message list. Okay, and you can see this message list in the index.cs page. So that message list is here. You can see this is an ordered list. Inside this message list I am binding the new message whatever is being received, okay, and the same message is displayed as a text, okay. And then here this is the connection start method. Whenever connection will start, then send message disabled will be false. That means the send message will get enabled. And this is the click event of send button. So whenever I click on send button, then this method will be called, okay. And here you can see there are only two fields which is being or which is configured. So I need to add the receiver here. So I will add a next line here, and let me modify it receiver. And here what I will do, I will take the ID of like this receiver input of the input type ID, and I will put it here at place of user input. So now I have received all these three methods, and here you can see this is connection.invoke. Basically what this is doing, this is calling the method which is available here in the chat hubs class. So this is earlier it is calling this, but now I want to call this method send message to group. So what I will do, I will just replace this send message to group, and here I am passing only two parameters, but now I will need to pass the third parameter here. So now you can see the first one is user, or we can say it sender, second is the receiver, and third is the message. That method I have called, this is the method, and I have called this method from here. So this is the client which is calling the method, and the response will be sent, the message will be sent to the receiver, and the message will be displayed at the receiver end. And so that's all. Now let's run this project. Now you can see our project is running. So let me first log in here. So as you can see, as I log in, and when it got connected to the chat hub or the server, I have received here the breakpoint have hit this method. So you can see here that I am getting the currently logged in username, and you can see it is rajansky@yahoo.com. So I will just continue here, and you can see now I am able to send the message. So let me just open this in multiple browsers. So this is the box, and I am going to open the same here as well, okay. And here again I need to log in. So I will log in using this vinith@yahoo.com, and I will add the password here, okay. You can see now send message enabled here, and I can now send the message. And here again I need to basically change, and you can see again the breakpoint hit here, and again here I can see the vinith@yahoo.com email is here. Let me just remove this breakpoint because I don't need to stuck here again and again. So let me also open the same in another browser. Now I am opening the Chrome, and you can see that here again I have opened the same, and again here I need to log in, and this time I will use this, and I need to enter the password here, and you can see that I have logged in. So as you can see, this is basically sender, this is the receiver, but I need to change it. Let me change it. I have forgot to change that actually, so let me put here okay, this one is the receiver. Let me change it to sender. Okay, I need to run this project again, so I have restarted this. So let's wait for running the complete project again. Now you can see I am getting the correct text here. Again I need to change the same thing here as well in the Google Chrome, so I just need to refresh it, and you can see again I have got here the same, and also I need to change the same in the Firefox browser. So here again I got it. So I need to actually, in the sender it will always remain the same email, okay, and in the receiver I can change. Suppose this time I am trying to send the message to this user only, hello Raj. Okay, so I will click on send, and you can see here I have not received anything here. Okay, but the message has been reached to this browser. So you can see the message here, hello Raj is coming, and here again in the sender it will be always same. And you might have thought that how we have received. So basically internally I have implemented that identity, so due to that here, sorry not here, from this identity it is automatically getting the logged in username. So because of that it has sent the message to this user only. Okay, and you can see here I have not received, sorry, from here I have sent, and here I have not received anything, right, because this is the different user here. Okay, so I will also explain how we can remove this sender, because always sender is going to be same. So I will show you, but first let me send this message here. So I have received the message from here, so I must reply, or I should reply. So here I will enter the logged in email ID, and the receiver is going to be this one, and here I am going to enter this message. So I have sent here the message, so this message I have received here. So you can see the reply have come, and again I can reply something else. Okay, let me send here, and I have received it here, you can see, right? So I can reply from here. Okay, so this message will not show here, this because this message have reached to the receiver, and here you can see it is okay, and you can see this message have not reached here. Okay, so suppose I want to send the message to amit@yopmail.com, then suppose from here I just need to change the email. Okay, so this time I am sending the message to Amit only, and you can see the message have reached here. Okay, because Amit is logged in here. Okay, and if Amit want to reply, then first here I need to put it as sender. and in the receiver I will put it here, and in the reply I will say this, and I will click on send, and you can see the message has been reached here. Okay, Amit is saying I am doing good. Okay, and so like this you can see the message sent by Amit is not here. Okay, because this is one-to-one chat. Okay, so now I do not want to add here sender email ID because it should already get from the logged in user. So what I can do, right? So let me remove it here. Let me go ahead here. Let me stop it. And because I do not need here the sender, so what I will do, I will remove the sender from here. Okay, so only receiver will be here, and then again I need to remove the same thing from here, but I will not remove this from here. Here I will put context dot user dot identity dot email, sorry, not the email, dot name, and in the name email will be here. Okay, because I have used the same thing here, so automatically the logged in user will be bind here. Okay, so that's it. And one more thing I need to remove here in the user or in the user input. I need not this row, so I will just comment it, and again here I need not to pass here the user. Okay, so again it is also commented. So that's it. Let me run the project again, and now it will not ask for the sender email ID, it will ask only for the receiver email ID. Okay, so you can see here now again our project is running, and it is now not asking for the sender email ID. And let me refresh the same thing here in the Chrome browser as well. So you can see here again it is not asking for the sender email ID, and again in the Firefox browser as well. Let me refresh it. Okay, so now I just need to enter here the receiver email ID. So suppose I have entered amit@yopmail.com, and that is I am going to put here hello Amit, how are you? Okay, and once I will click on send, then this message should reach to Amit, and in the Chrome browser I have logged in using the amit@yopmail.com. so you can see message have been received by Amit. Okay, if I do not want to reply now to Amit, then I need not to enter here the receiver email ID, just I need, or if I want to reply to Amit, then I need to enter the receiver email ID here. Okay, and I just need to put the message. Okay, and once I will click on send, so you can see it has sent the message to himself. Okay, but suppose I do not want to send the message to myself, then I will put here the receiver name, and that is vineet@yopmail.com. so now you can see it, the message is not bind again here, the message has been sent to here. Okay, from Amit it is received, and okay, and again I have sent the message to Amit, and you can see it has come here. And suppose Amit want to send message to this. Okay, Okay, and once I'll click on send, then the message have been reached to this user Rajesh K, and you can see here the message has come from here from Amit, and here again Rajesh can reply just by entering the email ID of the receiver and in the send message okay, and let me click on send, and you can see the message have been reached to Amit. Okay, but this message have not reached to Vinith. Okay, so like this you can implement one-to-one chat, which is super easy to implement and to do, and still you face any issue, then please let me know in the comment section. Thank you guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe our channel.